welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So my friends, update here on HYMC, Hycroft Mining Holding Corporation, trading here on the Nasdaq. Yeah, the actual price is here around $2, guys. This stock here is quite popular because it is more or less in correlation with the AMC stock. And yeah, the all-time high which we had here split adjusted was $161. Now we're trading here back at $2, and there is one very important squeeze trigger price level. That's why I think we still have here a short squeeze potential for HYMC. I show you here some hidden signals in the chart which showing that there could be something cooking up. Everything what I say here is of course not financial advice. Please always make your own due diligence and never do any trades based on what I say. So guys, when we dive in and we see that the price is here now at $2, we had here $161, and that was here the peak in August 2020. Since then, nothing else than downside here. There was one final squeeze attempt here in March, and this is very interesting here. When we measure the squeeze here, that was in March 2022, we had here a squeeze of around 1000%, I think almost 1000%. Let's measure that here for a second. Yeah, almost, guys, 992%. And the interesting part of that is that the price where we had this kind of squeeze was at $2.84. And we know that we're trading here very, very close to the $2 and $3 range here with some attempts. You can see one of the squeeze attempts brought the price back to $4.60. So that means there is some potential for a short squeeze here as soon as HYMC gets some volume. What is really interesting, what I want to show you, is that we had here massive volume spikes when this squeeze happened here, but those volume spikes, in my opinion, never have been settled. So all these failed to delivers or the synthetic shares which have been used here are not visible anywhere in the chart, which is quite strange. When the company starts to dilute a stock, yes, of course, they use the diluted shares or the synthetic shares to control the price, but we don't have that here. Technically, what we can see is that before we start here with the drawings, that this purple EMA line here, guys, yeah, the purple EMA line is more or less here in control of the price. The last attempt to break this purple EMA line here was the squeeze in 2022, but you can see even with high volume and even with almost here a 10x move of the price, HYMC has not been able to break the algos here, and the algos are still in control and compress the price. The last attempt to retest or break this purple EMA line was here back in April 2024. I think, yeah, April, that was April. You can see we had here a smaller squeeze, an algo squeeze, with a total range here from the lowest point to the highest point of 186%, which is cool, but nothing special. But you can also see that here one weekly candle and here the next. So we had some attempts here to break the algos, but still the volume hasn't been enough. When we compare the volume here, 81 million weekly volume, then here we had 113 million weekly volume. Yeah, the average trading volume, daily trading volume here is just 160,000 shares for HYMC, which is Mickey Mouse, guys. This is nothing. So with high volume, a squeeze can be possible. In the weekly chart, we can see that this stock here also has just 348,000, 599,000. You can see that here in the corner of the TradingView. And when we have some volume spikes, then we talk here about 8 million shares, which is still nothing. So that's why this ticker has a squeeze potential. If we see some volume pumping in like that, guys, and break this price level here, which is rating now here at $2.60 here, the purple EMA line, then a squeeze can be possible, guys, for HYMC. But I show you now here the drawings to see all the details. So guys, and then we switch to the daily chart. There is some things where we have to check before we can talk here about the squeeze. Yeah, besides that, guys, if you also want to see here my other short squeeze plays, I upload here almost every day, but every week, short squeeze stocks. We had just one short squeeze again here, one of my swing trade alerts from Patreon directly immediately started to pump. I made the post here, and then you can see in the 4 hours chart here in the pre-market, this ticker immediately started to pump 187%. I always try to predict here short squeezes. Of course, I cannot give you any kind of guarantee, but there is a lot of potential right now since the market is super, super bullish. And also, I release here every Sunday my so-called hot stocks. which are my finest selection of short squeeze stocks, where we also have a high short squeeze potential. You can see here some of my members made here 350, 370% gain with a single trade. And also this video for where I make the hot stock predictions or the squeeze predictions for this week is out right now. If you want to see those short squeeze stocks, guys, you can join in here our trading community. The most popular membership which I have is the full package membership on Patreon. You get here a lot of benefits if you join in, guys, and when you click the info icon in the corner, you get access to the Patreon member link. Everybody is welcome. It doesn't matter if you are a beginner or an advanced trader. Yeah, guys, for HYMC, I think it's time to make a video. Also, one of my members asked me to do that. Of course, I do that and I share that here with everybody. So we are back here, almost back to my liquidity zone. When you already have seen my previous videos on HYMC, I never change or adjust the chart. It always stays the same. And we are back here at the so-called make it or break it price level, guys. Yeah. So when we disable the indicators for a second, or we can of course have a look as well here in the 4 hours chart. So there are two open gaps, which I think is it's an error by TradingView. I think those gaps are closed, but technically, if this is still open here, we have to see a 4 hour candle here, which means at least in the pre or after market a price back to $1.99, which is just nothing based on the actual price. That's why we can ignore here the pre-market and aftermarket price action. What I think should and could happen here for HYMC is that we come back here to the bullish liquidity zone, which we always had. So every price here between $1.96 and $1.86 is very, very in favor for a squeeze. We can see every time when we came down like that HYMC started to pump. We had just one shakeout here and then we started to pump, and now I built this temporary micro trend channel pattern here, which we left to the downside. That's why I would be very careful, guys. You have to work with a stop loss here. This is not financial advice, but this is what I'm doing. When we break $1.86 here and leave this range here for more than 2 trading days, I'm out, guys. I'm out. Why? Because we have this upper trend channel pattern or this macro trend channel pattern here. I will disable the indicators again that you can see that here. This, guys, is and has been the trend channel pattern for HYMC, where the algos are in control, and we cannot find support. If we don't find support here in this bullish liquidity zone, which is active since November 2023. So you can see many times the support has been confirmed, but if the algos can finally break this price level here, then HYMC may break down here to $1 and lower, and then it gets critical because the market capital will be just divided by 2. So we just will have 225 million market capital if they don't dilute. And of course, the NASDAQ listing requirement needs here a market capital from at least $35 million and a price over $1 before the automatic delisting process get initiated. So very critical. That's why I say the chance is there right now, but I will work here also as usual. As always, I work with a stop loss and don't hope here just blindly for a squeeze. So let's talk about the squeeze scenario, guys. So the squeeze scenario is that we find support here and that we break a price level of $2.98. Yeah, as I said before, when we go one more time back to the weekly chart, then we know that this purple EMA line here, one of the strongest resistance, is waiting at $2 today, $2.60. But in my opinion, the most important squeeze trigger price level is $2.98. We can see that this ticker here, that HYMC, started to squeeze as soon as we found support here. Also the big squeeze here, the 1000% squeeze, almost 1000% squeeze here, was initiated there, and we can see that this is a very responsive price level. So if HYMC can break $2.98 with volume and can keep the price over there, we have here a very, very high squeeze potential back to $4, $5.78 and even higher. That's why I think this is for me very suspicious that this volume here has never been settled. I don't see any kind of volume spikes which could cover this volume here, but when we of course measure the date range from this squeeze to today, then we talk here about more than 1000 days, which is quite strange. So maybe here with the stock split they did something here to settle those failed to delivers, but technically the squeeze chance for HYMC is still there, and that's why I do this update video here for you. Also the indicators, guys, yeah, we have here a very reliable trading pattern based on the RSI for HYMC. Every time when the RSI hits here the oversold area, we see at least something like a small reaction, and we are on the way here to go back down to this. You can see the last time when we had that here, this kind of shakeout, yeah, the RSI was completely oversold here, and that was the beginning of this short squeeze here, guys. Yeah, that's why I think the chance to see a short squeeze for HYMC is still there. So keep that in mind, guys. The liquidity zones here is between $1.97, $1.86. Below that, as I said, when the price does not recover, when the price goes lower than that and does not recover in the next 2 trading days, I would work with a stop loss. And as soon as we break $2.98 with volume, guys, with a confirmation candle here over this price range, then party is on. And that could be the beginning here of a much bigger short squeeze. If you want to copy here the price levels from my chart, this is here everything based on TradingView. This is the program what you see here and what I use for all my videos and all my trades. If you also want to get TradingView, guys, I can offer you here a $15 discount link. When you click here, the info icon in the corner, you get access to this $15 discount link. I recommend the premium tier. This is also good for beginners and advanced traders. And if you want to learn trading, guys, you should invest in yourself and in a good chart program to spot where the algos are waiting. Yeah, guys, that's it for HYMC. I hope that was helpful for you, this video here. If yes, guys, then please hit the like and subscribe button right now to don't miss any updates. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your time. And see you in the next video. Arigato gozaimasu, vielen Dank, alles Gute, viel Erfolg beim Traden und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.